and when I got to University of Kentucky, I was kind of scared straight. I was sort of, deciding, okay, I'm gonna get my academic thing going because I got to do something. It's like almost like you're just like something
Yeah,
about being a parent that wakes you up a little bit, right? I don't know if you went
a
through that
lot
where
of
you're
it.
like, oh my God, I can't. I get my margin of error is like this now. And so I'm in there, and I told this lady and this is supposed to be at one of those like minority support centers where they
Hmm.
support the black students. And I remember I said, yeah, I think I'm gonna try to see if I can make straight A's all the way through college. And she was like, if you think you're gonna get out of here without making a single B, then you in for a rude awakening. Like she said, and I even at
Hey,
18, I was like, but white people do it. Like, why are you talking to me like it's impossible? I get it if you say, hey, this is really tough. You're gonna have to really elevate your game to get here. But when we talk like that to kids, we gotta understand sometimes the people that are supposed to be working in your favor, when they are harming you when they set the standard so low. And this is the thing, like sometimes, or even you have that white liberal teacher who's like, oh, he's a black boy, so we don't have to hold him accountable for anything. He can't read because he's black. I mean, you can excuse why he can't read. No, he needs to be able to double read, right? He needs to read
mhm.
more than the average kid because he's black. You have to elevate the standards. So let me ask you, okay, so speaking of standards, let's talk about you. And I'm gonna focus before I get to your legal career, educationally. So you then go to Berea, you get it done. Now, baby in tow, y'all, by the way, she's had the baby and dealing with the motherhood thing, but then also you get a law degree and an MBA. Now, what happens during that experience and what happens afterward?
Well, one, I always thought that I was going to be a forensic pathologist before they had CSI Miami and all of that. I used to watch Quincy and I wanted to do autopsies, but I also knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to have businesses and travel the world. So that was from the time I was a little bitty. That's what I was going to do. I was pre med to my last year at Berea, and I spent the summer before I graduated in Ghana, West Africa. And I was like, do I really want to be a single mom in medical school with a kid that has emotional issues? It seemed like it was more than what I wanted to do. Not that I was never going to do it, I just put it out. My son laughs. He's like, you're the only person I know that slums and goes to law school. But I did. I was changed my major the last semester, finished a whole new major in 1 year, in 2 semesters, still graduated, and took him, came back and did my law degree and my MBA at the same time. I was the only one in my graduating class to have another school show up to the law school to hand me my second degree, to hand me a degree. So I walked out with two, whereas everybody else had one, but I was the one that wasn't supposed to be there. The day before I walked down we did our practice run to how we were going to walk for graduation for law school. And our admissions counselor was a Black lady. And I asked her, I said, hey, I have a question. The year that I came in, how many people had applied? Just out of curiosity. She was like, oh, that year, it was after 9/11 or whatever. And she was like, there were over 12,000 applicants that year. That spoke volumes because I was the only Black female in my entering class of like 154 people.
Oh my gosh, there was
There
no other
was
black.